183 then for Sri Lanka for 5 wickets, and the target then Ricky Patel from America. He beats us to it every time. Even before I finish the first line of what total Sri Lanka has set for the Indian team, 184. Rahul Rawat is with me, who was joking in the beginning of this match, saying, match.
No, but I thought
What is going to happen?
even when the last over started and Shanaka, I think, had hit a boundary, or maybe I think that was a leg by. Rohit also seemed a little happy. At least we'll have a score to chase. But Sri Lanka actually, especially in
23
the
runs of that last over.
in fact, if
So he
you
was
see
happy at 19th over at 160.
last 4 overs, India gave away 72 runs. Last 4 overs, India gave away 72 runs. I think the carnage actually started from that 17th over that Harshal Patel bowled, in which Sri Lanka scored 19 runs. And then the Bumrah over, first two deliveries, a couple of boundaries. Then I think Bhuvi bowled the penultimate over.
Yes.
Yes.
Bhuvi
And
did, yes.
last over, Shanaka, I think he changed the course of the match. I don't know.
23 runs of that last over by Harshal Patel. Harshal Patel's figure, he wouldn't want to remember this match. 4 overs, 52 runs, 1 wicket, and an economy of 13 runs per over.
How many runs? 52.
52 runs of 4 overs.
Hmm.
Economy of 13. Standout performer. I say standout in a different sense because everyone else is a single digit when it comes to economy. Jasprit Bumrah is 6. Yuzi Chahal is 6.75. Rest are around 9. That is Jadeja and Bhuvi. But Harshal Patel, the graph has gone straight up with an economy of 13.
Runs. 52 runs, and Bumrah, in fact, in his last over, gave away 14 of those 24 runs that Bumrah gave away.
Take back all the jokes you were cracking.
No, still I think India still has to bat. At least, hopefully, we'll have a good game tonight because India.
What are the chances, India? You think?
You never know. See, the ball, despite
There'll be less dew.
There'll be less dew because of the cloud cover. You're saying?
Yes.
Okay, but I still feel because of the overcast conditions, there will be something for the fast bowlers initially, at least. So that initial period, the first few overs, India will also have to be careful.
Tell percentage chances I asked you. Give me 60, 40, 50, 50, whatever, 55, 45. What do you think?
Let's make it 50-50.
I agree with him. It's a 50-50 game from here. Because one team has got the runs on board.
Mohan says 75-25, but he has not mentioned 75 in favor of which team?
Yes, I was going to
India
ask that.
or Sri Lanka, Mohan?
Pradeep is saying stunning comeback. What do you guys have to say now, Mr. Naz and Raz? Going home early today, ha ha ha, never underestimate.
Nikhil was the one. Good that India has won the toss and they'll be chasing because we'll have an opportunity to go back home early today because India will finish off this match in 12 overs.
Vansh Jain says 51-49, but and
Mohan
is
says
saying
in
75,
favor of India.
75-25 India. So still, that joke that I cracked would still hold true. But having said that, I was just humoring our family members, just to bring in some excitement before a game that was expected to be dull. I said maybe, good chance for India to smash a lot of runs, finish early.
But Nikhil, considering majority of Sri Lanka's runs came in the last few overs, would it be fair to assess or say that India might enjoy better conditions to bat?
Yeah, of course, second half of the T20 game under lights, and of course it's a full underlight game, but conditions get better. We know that. That's why India, remember, won the toss and decided to field. So that there was a reason that he wanted to bat. So one, batting conditions of course improve. Also because his bowlers now don't have to contend with any sort of dew. Even though we think dew will be less, but don't have to contend with that. Still, once you've got runs on the board, which Sri Lanka have, and good runs on the board like 183, it's not going to be easy. Also, we keep talking about Indian batsmen coming good, but it's an inexperienced batsman.
Exactly, especially the
Inexperienced.
middle order. So I
Yes.
think Sri Lanka would fancy their chances right now, and they would want, if they can get rid of Rohit Sharma early, then expose the inexperienced Indian middle order. Because see, Ishan Kishan, of course, last match he was very good, 89 runs he scored. But then this will be another test for him. Shreyas Iyer, of course,
Yeah.
trying to make a place in the 11. Then Sanju Samson coming back into the team after a lengthy break, or after a long time. Then you have Jadeja. Jadeja, will he come at number 4 today?
No,
that
not
would-
today. Not today. He said you will see him more often at that number 4 position. Rohit Sharma said about Jadeja, but I think he still meant that as a surprise element. So it's not a one-off. He will come there, but as a surprise. I think again, I keep saying it, is that left hand right hand combination that he likes. So he'll look at that. Who has got dismissed? If it is Ishan Kishan, then to send if he's batted till there. I think that could be an option. And so, but not all the time.
India gave it far too many runs in the
Akhilesh
death.
Kucheria is saying, which
Akhilesh.
is true. In death, you're right. Divyansh, Nikhil sir, you're looking like a college guy in this denim jacket. Thank you, yaar, Divyansh. I am a college guy. I just passed out few years ago only from college. Has Harshal, this is a good question. John McKee, has Harshal Patel been decoded by the Sri Lankan analysts? No, John, I'll tell you what, because again, just as we should not praise somebody with a one-off performance, I'm also not going to say that he's been decoded with this one-off performance. Yes, he didn't have a great day today, but that's the reason why he's being played, because I think the Indian team management, Rohit Sharma, want to have a good look at him. They want to finalize whether he is going to be that guy who's going to be part of that Indian team going forward. We've already spoken about the competition that there is between these guys, so he's under check in that sense. More often than not, and remember, it's not just a few international games. In IPL, where you play multiple matches, and I'm sure there are analysts there looking at his every move, every slower ball that he bowls. Some days it will come good for you, some days it will not. So no, not so early. I'm not going to
I think
judge.
today, in fact, the 6 that he scored of the penalty made delivery, Shanaka I'm talking about,
Yeah.
of the penalty made delivery, we were watching it, and I spoke about the stride, that long stride that Shanaka had to hit that 6. It was, I think,
Yes.
way outside the off stump, and also further from the batsman, a little further from the batsman. So maybe somebody like Shanaka, who has a long stride, uses that long handle well, can be a little dangerous against
Okay, 2-3 things, because a lot of comments are coming on that, so we will have to address that. One, I saw that was just a comment. Mohan V says Harshal Patel is a gamble, may leak runs. Okay, Devesh is saying finally there will be some reason to watch the match till the end, and I got a lot of comments here with regards to like Radhe Bangwal is saying maza aa gaya. Would it be fair to say that somewhere deep down inside, even the staunchest Indian fan supporter is happy that Sri Lanka has played like this for 2 reasons? One, even if India loses, the series gets competitive. The other, they hope India wins this, but at least you'll get to see a good chase.
Exactly, and I thought Rohit Sharma was also happy the way
No,
he
till
was.
19th over.
I think till the second delivery of the 19th over, I think he was very happy. At least he must be thinking. See, even Rohit Sharma would want that these guys get a good test, whatever the opposition may be. So Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan, of course, have come into bat.
Tarak Kumar says, you guys have mentioned in the previous video that Rohit giving chances to young players. Now it's totally a pressure situation. Is he going to give chance to other players to finish the game? Well, you have no option, firstly. There are only young players and they will have to finish off the game. The only experienced guy is Rohit Sharma himself, who's going to start training. After that, you've got Ishan Kishan, a youngster in Sanju Samson. Then you've got Shreyas Iyer, who's also not guaranteed a place in the 11. So all of this, whether it is Deepak Kuda, whether it is Venkatesh Iyer, everyone is a youngster. So there is no option. And, they will have to give young players a chance. But I think why, like Rahul is mentioning, Rohit is happy because he probably wants to see
Exactly.
how these youngsters react to this pressure situation. One question also that has come, a
Pranav.
lot of people have asked with why not give bowling today, because Harshal was going for a lot of runs. Bhuvi at one time went for a few runs. Jadeja went for a few runs. Why not give bowling to the two
Venkatesh
sixth,
Iyer.
seventh bowling options in
Venkatesh
Venkatesh Iyer,
Iyer and
Deepak Hooda?
Deepak Hooda.
What are your thoughts?
He could have. He could have. I think, see, everything was going according to the plan. I may agree, but where I will not agree with you, whoever has asked this question is because till the 16th over, till the end of the 16th over, everything was fine. See, they scored 72 runs in the last 4 overs, and whatever
No, but
this.
today, today they were good. From Gunatalika at the start, then Nisanka in the
Nisanka.
middle, and then Dasun Shanaka towards the end. So all along you had good batting, and you expect last few. Okay, maybe not 70. You expect 50 of the last five.
Exactly. So what I was trying to say is, see, if they would have wanted to try somebody, they would have tried them in the middle overs. But the opportunity never came, and towards the end, when in the last 4 overs, you would back somebody like Bhuvneshwar Kumar to bowl in the death, Bumrah to bowl in the death, Harshal Patel, who is an expert in bowling in the death. So you would expect them. So there was no point going with Venkatesh Iyer or a Deepak Hooda.
Okay. Palash Swami says, I think Harshal is not bowling Yorkers. He bowled some good Yorkers in the last IPL. Now he's relying only on his slower ones. Palash, just to add to that, I think he tried a Yorker, one or two did not fall as Yorker. The other ones, I think he was trying to bowl Yorkers wide outside the off stump. Not so much into the body of the batsman. And today was not a great day for Yorkers. Even someone like Jasprit Bumrah got hammered with that full deliveries. I don't know whether it was the condition, maybe the ball was wet, I don't know. But the Yorkers weren't falling right on the spot.
But that's maybe, Jasprit Bumrah is also coming back after some rest. Maybe. And the audacity with which Nisanka or even Shanaka played against somebody like Jasprit Bumrah was amazing. To play those reverse hits against Bumrah, bowler like Bumrah, that speaks volumes about your confidence.
Okay, Sarvesh is saying, read my comments, sir. India is trailing 1-3 in hockey. That's correct. I was just watching. It was half time. They were trailing 3-1. I'll go back and watch the match again. There was a comment. Please, Vansh says, please praise Sri Lanka. That's exactly what we've done. I think today they really stepped up. And, because of all the comments that were coming their way that, such a one-sided contest, one team will play. But today, starting with Gunatilaka, then on to Nisanka. And there was a question about Nisanka. Listen, Nisanka was your highest run scorer in the Australia series that just got over. So he's the man in form.
Nisanka, he's a very, very, very improved young batsman for Sri Lanka. If you see his last few scores, in the last 10 odd innings that he's played in the T20 internationals, he's got, I think, 4 half centuries, and there are also scores of where he scored 46, 37. So these are also good scores. So he's a very improved young batter for Sri Lanka.
Okay. Devesh says, Pata wicket today. Ishan Kishan will destroy the Sri Lankan bowling. Okay. Lavish Khatri saying Sri Lanka is winning.
And also, Nikhil, I think, see, the kind of runs, the manner in which they scored those runs and the amount of runs that they scored, momentum also went with Sri Lanka in that dressing room, and when they came out of the dressing room, they brought that same momentum, which of course should reflect in their body language also.
Anshuman Mohanty is mentioning somebody called Daniel Alexander. He's a troll, isn't he? Should we talk about trolls in our chat? We only talk about distinguished people like either journalists or former players or people of repute. That guy is a troll. Daniel Alexander. So why do we have to waste time on what he says? He only does it to attract attention.
But you speak about a lot of not so reputed people also.
No, we talk about reputed people. You may not find them reputed.
Are you sure?
But they are reputed. I mean, I'm saying they have some local standard in the sense they are either journalists, they are writers, they are either commentators, they are former players, or whatever. Some local standard who are part of the cricket fraternity, but just some random person who survives on hate on Twitter.
Tushar is very much confident that India is going to win this match.
Okay. On that note, should we take the leave?
Absolutely. We'll meet you after the match, and at least this time we're keeping it a little open-ended.
What was the prediction quickly? 50-50?
50-50.
50-50. Even
Safe.
I'm going with 50-50.
And it will depend a lot on the kind of start that we have.
See, one more, Sarvesh. Tokyo experience. Please, yaar.
Definitely, yeah, we'll share it.
Bye.